Since the beginning of the church, scholars and theologians have been trying to systematize what we know about God. The art and science of taking the things that we know about God and systematizing them so that they work together is known as systematic theology. In this course, the first course of systematic theology, we're going to be discussing what we know about God Himself, as well as His first order of created beings, the angels and the demons. Some of you are called to fill pulpits in churches just like this one. Some of you are called to be teachers, policemen, husbands, fathers, mothers. Whatever it is that God's called you to do, you need a systematic theology. You need a systematic way of understanding God. And what's more, all Christians and even non-Christians have a systematic way of understanding God. The question is, does your system really make sense? My name is Professor Eric Lewis. I'm the pastor of military ministries for Shadow Mountain Community Church, and I'm your professor for this course. Let's take a few minutes and work through the syllabus here. I want to strongly encourage you to take your time and read through the syllabus on your own, because I can only review certain parts of it in this short a video. The first thing I want to call your attention to is the professor's notes. And on the first line of the second paragraph, you'll see these words. You will get out of this course as much as you put into it. And that's very true. That's true of all the seminary courses. Please take your time and put the effort in. I will be here as your co-learner and help you to work through this class. But in the end, you have to do all the studying. You have to take the time to assimilate the knowledge. I would strongly encourage you not to just try to breeze through and get the bare minimum work done in this course. There are 3 required textbooks for this course besides the Bible. At the seminary, the Bible is required for all courses. The first book is called Basic Theology by Charles Ryrie. And this book holds true to its namesake. It's very basic. It's very easy to read. You'll enjoy it. It'll be a good reference for you in the future to flip back through. But the way that he puts a lot of things is very timeless. Millard Erickson's Christian Theology 2nd edition is the second textbook, and it's a little harder to read, but you'll enjoy it as well. The third textbook is called Understanding Christian Theology. It's published by some of the professors from Dallas Theological Seminary. Chuck Swindoll and Roy Zook are the editors. This book is somewhat easier to read than Erickson's book, but it is a little more detailed than Ryrie's book. Now, some of you may be asking why I asked you to buy 3 different textbooks, and I'll give you 2 reasons. One, because no good systematic theology covers everything all the same way. And another is that in this course, some things are that I want you to learn and that I think are very important are covered better in one book than they are in another. So I couldn't justify only using one book and having you guys miss something as a student. I will say this. All of the other professors use one or more of these books for their systematic theology classes, so if you have these 3 books, then you won't have to buy any more books for the rest of the systematic theology classes. And if you take the rest of systematic theology with me as your professor, these are the same books that we'll use for all 4 classes. So the investment now will actually pay off all through the rest of this year. I have 2 suggested textbooks. I would like to suggest to you the Logos Library. It's an electronic library if you don't have it already. I highly recommend that software. It will really help you through your seminary career. If you're interested in getting it, please contact the seminary to see if you can get the discount. Also, Thiessen's book, Lectures in Systematic Theology, is a very good book to have, and I'll refer to it through the course, but not right now. It wasn't strong enough in the presence of for the course for me to use it as a required textbook. Now, under the methods of instruction, we use directed reading, written exams, online discussion, and one-on-one discussion with me if you happen to be in the area, or if you would like to call me. My phone numbers are on the first page of the syllabus, and I'm easy to reach. The video lectures that you're watching right now, there will be more in the future, short lectures for you to look over. Now, on the course requirements, I want to go over these really quickly so that you can get it. Complete the pre-assignment. If you haven't already done it, please do so. That covers a big chunk. It covers a small chunk of your grade, but it is a grade. Please do the pre-assignment. That only encompasses you posting a little bit about yourself on the discussion board and reading over some reading assignments. Number 2, read all the material assigned for each week. 3, watch all instructional videos that are provided, including this one. 4, participate in class discussion via online discussion boards. 5, write a 3-page written summary each week. The 3 pages, by the way, do not include your title page and table of contents. Please just include the 3 pages. This one does not have to be in Turabian format. It only has to be written out in 3 pages. Each week there will be a quiz, that's number 6. With the exception of week 7, each quiz will be worth 100 points and they will cover the videos and the reading for that week. They're all multiple choice and short answer, possibly some true false, but they can all be taken online and they will all be available. Now, I put something in bold here by the quizzes. The weekly exams will be available from Monday of each week, but you're only allowed 1 attempt to take the quiz, and you only have 30 minutes once you start to finish the quiz. So please do not take the quiz thinking that you can come back after you've read the questions and you can come back and retake the quiz, because that's just not true. Another thing that this discourages is not reading the textbook and then going and taking the quiz thinking that you're just going to take the quiz and pass. Odds are, if you think you're going to take the quiz and you're going to flip through all the textbook reading to try to find each answer, you're not going to make it in the 30 minutes. So please do read the textbook reading before you take the test. Each week I will have a set of theological terms. I want you to define these yourself. Please do not cut and paste from Wikipedia or any other online articles. Simply put in your definition. If you have to do some study, then do some study and come back with your definition. This one allows multiple attempts. You can take as long as you want. You can take all week. The 4-page personal doctrinal summaries of each doctrine, there will be 2. One is due in week 4 and one is due in week 7. The first one in week 4 will cover all of your understanding of the doctrines of God. Please read all of number 8 so that you completely understand. There are examples on the web. If you have any questions about that, please call me. And then we will have one final exam in week 7. Week 7 we will not have a quiz, we will just have the final exam. The final exam will have some essay questions on it as well as some multiple choice questions. And that final exam session will also be due your second 5-page doctrinal summary. Now, if you look through the rest of the syllabus, each page for the next few pages has session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And each section has a little section in the middle. On the left column, there are days of the week. In the middle, there's an introduction to what we're studying that week. And on the right is the assignments that are to be completed during that time frame. If you have any questions about how the syllabus reads or what you should do, let me kind of answer a few right now. On the first session, day 1, Monday and Tuesday, if you look for Monday and Tuesday and you go directly across to the right column, you are to read on Monday and Tuesday Ryrie, Erickson, and Swindoll, and you are to watch this video that you're watching right now, as well as another video on Revelation, and post your answers to the discussion board. Then on Wednesday and Thursday, you're to respond to other people's discussion board posts, and you're to complete the terms assignment. And on Friday, you take the exam for that week. And then on the weekend, you can either rest up or you can get ahead with your reading. Please note on page 11 how the breakdown of the class goes. Your pre-assignment's worth 5% and so forth and so on, all the way up to 100%. So your grade is weighted. The grading scale is also provided there. So to get a grade of an A, you must get 95% of the possible points for the class. The rest of this syllabus is very common to every other class at the seminary. If you have any questions about any of this, please feel free to email me or post a question on the discussion board. Other than that, I hope you have a blessed week. I, as your professor, commit to you that I'll be praying for you through these classes. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email me or ask me. I respond very well to email. I hope you have a great time through the course, and I look forward to being with you guys for the next 7 weeks.